Yeah. Right on to 6 o'clock. So let's start our recording here too. So what's going on? Jason Ward here, Ward's Weight of Fitness. We are going to be rocking a body weight workout today. All right. Probably looking at 30-45 minutes, somewhere in that range, depending on how long it takes me to describe aspects of the workout as well. So we're going to hit total body, try to cover as much as we can. We're going to be utilizing some slightly different variations on some body weight movements. You may not have seen some of these before. It's going to give us some good core activation. We're working the upper body a little bit, lower body a little bit, kind of covering as much as we can. So today we are starting off with an 8-minute EMOM. Minute number 1 is going to be cardio. So you take your pick. I'm going to be utilizing the jump rope. So it's just sitting on the floor behind me here. So I will just be doing some skipping. If you have a jump rope, feel free to do the same. If you don't, you can hit some jumping jacks. So bring the hands and the feet apart. If that's too much, you can always step out to the sides with the arms moving instead. The key is just to get yourself moving, get a little bit of blood flow, get the heart rate up a little bit before we get moving into other movements. Okay, so that's minute number 1. Minute number 2, we are going to hit some bear squats. Okay, so it's just going to be 10 of these. We want to come down to a push-up position, and then we're going to bring the knees so they're right underneath of the hips, hands so they're right underneath of the shoulders, and we lift those knees off the ground, and then we push ourselves back onto our heels, keep those shoulders core tight, and then push yourself out over your hands, and then push yourself back onto your heels again, and repeat. Okay? So that's going to challenge your upper body, it's going to challenge your legs. 10 reps may not sound like a lot, but you're definitely going to feel that one by the time we're done with that movement. Okay, so minute 1, we've got cardio. Minute 2, 10 bear squats. You're probably looking at, I'd like you to take those slow so that they're taking 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, don't go too fast. Really feel the movement. Make sure that you're getting as far back onto your heels as you can, keeping the shoulders nice and tight as we hit that movement. All right, so that's movement number 2. Movement number 3, we're going to be coming back to that standing position. Okay, feet about hip width apart, and we're going to squat, but we're going to bring one knee down as we squat. So we get a little bit of rotation to happen here too. So as we come down, we're going to drop right knee over towards the left foot, and then we're going to stand it back up and come the other way and repeat. So we got a little bit of rotation happening with that squat. Okay, we're going to hit 10 to each side. For that, again, control the movement. If you're finding that that's too much and you want to scale it back, so you're hitting about 30 to 40 seconds of work, that's fine. Your choice. Make sure that you're making this workout your own. Okay, that's exercise number 3. So we've got cardio, we've got bear squats, we've got squat with a little bit of a twist, and then finally, we're going to come down to the floor and we're going to hit some tuck-ups. Okay, so we're going to lay on our back for this one. We want to try to fully extend the body. And then we're going to sit up, but bring our knees into the chest at the same time. So we come up, knees in, and then extend the body as we come back down, and repeat. Okay? If that's too much, and you want to hit maybe a sit-up instead, that's a fine alternative here. Or if you wanted to hit a crunch, that'll be fine here too. So I'll only hit about like 10 to 15 of those. So if you're doing like the sit-ups or the crunches, 15 is probably a better target. With the tuck-ups, 10 should be pretty good for that 1-minute block. Okay, again, take it slow, feel everything getting tight, getting used, and take your time working your way through those movements. That's the key for today, all right? So, 4 movements, so that's 4 minutes, and we're going to do that 2 times. So we've got an 8-minute EMOM to get us warmed up. So that should get us a little bit of a sweat on, get that heart rate up a little bit, get some of those muscle tissues prepared for today's workout. All right, are we ready? Let's bring up my interval timer. And make some little changes. Ding, ding, 8. And 1. And done. All right. Who's ready? I'm ready. It's going to be fun, guys. I suppose, and girls. I don't know. I have no idea who's watching. All right, so 8 minutes. Got that timer started. 3, 2, 1. We've got a minute's cardio to start us off. Oh no. Should have double checked that my rope wasn't tied around itself. Here we go. All right. So lost a little bit of time here. That's all right. So if we are jumping rope, just try to keep a steady cadence. Some days, jump rope feels a lot easier than others. Then you can go with a 2-foot skip. You want to go alternating feet, go boxer skip. You find the variation that works the best for you. We got another 20 seconds here. Oops. Remember, you could be hitting some jumping jacks, some high knees, butt kicks, whatever you like. Just get your heart rate up. All right, that's minute 1. So minute 2, we're coming down to the floor for those bear squats. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Push yourself back onto your heels. Extend your body forward. And repeat. All right, feels good. I'm not sure what the second part says, but thanks for saying I look cool. We're gonna hit some squats with a little bit of rotation next. So again, 10 reps to each side. So as we come down, we're gonna bring that knee across, and then we switch sides. Keep that core tight. Try and stay nice and tall. This one is just working your body through some different ranges of motion. Those are not to be underestimated, that is for sure. I've got about 12 seconds, then we're moving into tuck-ups next, and we're gonna cycle back through those 4, all right? So, tuck-ups in 3, 2, 1. Get that nice full extension, knees into the chest, lay back down. That's round 1. Working through all of those again in about 30 seconds. How are we feeling out there? All right, back to our cardio. Again, whatever that cardio looks like. You got a jump rope, awesome. You're gonna do some jumping jacks, like some burpees, some high knees, whatever. 1 minute, just try and keep a steady cadence. Always feels like it's the left foot that messes up my boxer skip. There we go. Oops. Oh. 10 seconds left. Oops. All right. Now we're into those bear squats again. So again, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, pushing ourselves back onto our heels, pushing ourselves forward. Whew. I want to really lace those legs up. All right, little squat and rotation action. Bringing that knee down as we drop. Keep that core tight. Try and stay nice and tall. So this variation puts a little bit more emphasis onto the one leg as we hit those reps. Whew. That's a cute little emoji. How you doing? We got one more exercise in our warm-up. It's going to be our tuck-ups. And then we'll move into the meat and potatoes for today's workout. All right, so 10 tuck-ups. Here we go. So again, full extension. Try to get the body laying down flat. And pull those knees into the chest. We want to try to utilize the core to create that movement. And there we go. Whew. All right, how are we feeling? Making gains. All right, yeah, so today's workout's all body weight, and there is timer, all done. So, yeah, we're gonna hit all body weight. We're gonna do a few 8-minute pairings, so we'll get 4 rounds of each of the movements in the pair. We're gonna have 1-minute rounds, same as we were just doing, okay? And just some slightly different rep ranges. Try and keep the heart rate up a little bit, working through various ranges of motion. If you wanna join in, if you missed the warm up, you can just go a little bit slower in the early part of the workout and then try to speed things up as we get later on, all right? So, while I wanna do every minute on the minute, we're gonna be hitting 40 seconds of whatever exercise we're doing, so we get a 20-second break. So there's not a set number of reps we're trying to accomplish today. Instead, I want you to try to get as much work done inside of that 40-second block as you can, okay? So you can get a little bit more of a cardiovascular effect here if the exercise is too easy. If the exercise is too hard, it gives you a chance to kind of hit a few reps, take a little break, hit a few more reps, and focus on trying to get really good form as you work through those movements. All right, so it's going to be tough. Some of the movements are going to be a little bit more advanced. I'll try and give you some progressions and make sure that you can scale this so that it works well for you. But again, we're going to be hitting 8-minute rounds of 40 seconds on, or 8. We're going to hit 8 rounds of 40 seconds on. Whoops, that's not where I wanted that to go. 40 on, 20 off. We're alternating pairs. So our first pair, we're going to hit some push-ups, okay? So, it's going to be push-up, scap push-up, alternating back and forth for 40 seconds, okay? So, basically, what I want to see in that first exercise is that we hit that push-up position. So we're on the toes, we're on the hands, we're gonna lower ourselves down to the floor, push the floor away, make sure we're nice and set. Then we're gonna scap, so we push the shoulder blades apart, squeeze the shoulder blades back together, and then back to the floor, and repeat, okay? So think of them as two distinct movements, right? So we have that lower to the floor, and as we push back up, we get that shoulder separation to work that upper back, and then we're back to the floor and repeat. Okay, so the goal is going to be to get as many rounds of those done in that 40 seconds as we can. So I'm just going to try to get as many good quality reps as possible. If you need to put your knees down to make that one a little bit easier, that's fine. If you're still struggling, maybe you've got a bench, a couch, a coffee table, something like that. You can do them off of something to give you a little bit of a higher angle, make the exercise a little bit more easy as well. Okay, so basically all of the mechanics will stay the same. You're just going to put your hands onto some target somewhere, all right? So that's going to be our first minute. The second minute is going to be a lunge squat, okay? So you can step forward, you can step backwards, doesn't matter. I'm going to do backwards, so we're going to step that foot back, bring the feet back together, step backward, and then squat, and we're going to hit those for 40 seconds. Try and keep yourself moving for as much of that as possible. That one is there to get the heart rate up a little bit higher, and then we're back to our push-up, scap push-up combo, and we're going to alternate those for 8 minutes, okay? So we get 4 rounds of each movement. It's going to get spicy, it's going to start to hurt, all right? But it's going to give us the gains, and that's the goal, all right? Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Timer started, starting with that push-up, scap push-up combo. 40 seconds starts now. So down, press, elbows, shoulder blades apart. So always make sure we reset the scapula before we hit that next rep of push-ups. And make sure we finish the push-up before we start the next rep of scaps. All right. So 40 seconds. It's a tough interval for that combo, depending on how strong your chest and shoulder blades are. All right, so that's round 1. We're going to hit lunge squat next. Again, I'm going to be stepping backwards as we hit this next one. All right, so we step, we squat, and repeat. Try to find a good pace. Keep yourself moving. Focus on that range of motion. So we want to get a nice deep squat and a nice deep lunge on each rep. All right, 20 seconds to recover. So that's 2 minutes down, 6 minutes to go as we keep rocking through this pair, all right? So more push-up, scap push-up action up next. All right, 2, 1, here we go. Fifteen seconds. Three, 2, 1. Whew. That's lighting up my pecs already. You go slow enough, you really try to make the muscles do the work, completely changes the workout. Can make 6 to 10 push-ups feel like 50 if you take them slow and you force your body to get that work done. Lunge, and squat, and repeat. Seconds to go. Keep a nice steady cadence. Keeping ourselves moving. Keeping that core tight. Rock through. 5 more seconds. Let's get another rep in there. Let's go. Whew. How are those legs? Feeling mine? Mike does not want to stay there right now. All right. So halfway. So you got 4 more minutes of these two. Let's go again. Push-ups. Scap push-ups. Trying to stay away from failure. If you hit failure, you'll really struggle to keep doing any more work. So the key in any good workout is to push, but to stay just shy of failure so you can keep doing work. Until you're on that last set. And when you get that last set, then if you want to push that limit a little bit, try to blow through failure, you can, because you won't be hitting those muscles again, at least not through that range of motion. Keep a nice steady cadence again. Feel those legs burn. Let's go. Nice and tall. Nice long steps. Hover that back knee just off the floor. Good squats. Trying to get those hips down. 10 seconds. Let's go. Keep it moving. Working hard. Whew. 1 more of each. So next one's our last set of the push-up, scap push-up combo. So if you want to push your limit a little bit on this set, go for it, because we won't be doing this one again today. Whew. You don't realize how much your legs are helping stabilize during a push-up until they're tired while you're doing push-ups. Ironically, I actually feel like this exercise is harder for my legs right now than for my upper body. 7 seconds. Nice work. So we got a lunge, lunge, squat. And then we're done with this pair and move on to another. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lunge, lunge, squat. Let's crush it, come on. Good cadence, keep yourself moving. Feel that leg burn. Keep yourself breathing nice and steady. Halfway through this set, come on. Dig in, drive through, feel the burn. Oh, my legs are on fire. How about you guys? Are we dying? 3 seconds, come on. Whew. Nice work. are we feeling? Let me know in the chat, guys. Are we dying? Are we just watching me die? What's going on? You got any fitness or nutrition questions? You can ask those in the chat too. Happily answer those as we go. You want to talk Marvel? You want to talk Star Wars? I watched the Bad Batch first episode this morning. It is May the 4th after all, so may the Force be with you all. Figured it was a good day to check that out. Might watch my favorite Star Wars movie later. That would be Empire Strikes Back. Personally, still think that's the best of the entire saga. Certainly my favorite. All right. So, we're going to do another pair. Okay, so 8 minutes again, pair of exercises. We're going to be hitting some good mornings. Okay, so a couple options here. I'm going to use a band to make it a little bit harder for myself. If you don't have a band, that's okay. This will still be reasonably challenging. Just keep it tight. Keep yourself moving through the range of motion. So mostly posterior chain exercise. So let's see. There we go, green. That'll be a good way for this, I think. Okay, so for the good mornings, we're going to stand on the band. Again, if you don't have a band, don't worry about it. Okay? Not on my hat. There we go. Okay, so we're standing on that band. Keep those shoulders nice and tight. Okay? You're going to soften the knees. That means we're going to push the knees out to the side just a little bit. And we're going to push our hips back, folding forward, and we should feel some tension through the glutes and hamstrings here. Keep that core tight, shoulders set back nice and tight. If we don't have the band, positioning is still the same. We're going to drive the floor away, standing ourselves back up. So we're squeezing glutes, hamstrings, keeping that core tight. Okay, and we'll hit 40 seconds folding through the hips, driving those hips back through at the top. Okay, so that's exercise number 1. Working that posterior chain. And we're going to hit some core for our other movement. All right, so I'm going to do some V-ups. So basically, it's kind of like that tuck up. We're going to lay back on the floor, and we want to create a V with the body. So we're going to bring ourselves up, touch the toes, laying back down, and repeat. If you're finding that that's a little bit too challenging, you want to switch back to that tuck up we did in the warm-up, that's fine. If you want to scale back to a sit-up, it'll also be okay. You can go butterfly style with those sit-ups if you prefer as well. Okay, or if you want, you can just hit a straight up crunch for those 40 seconds instead. Okay, any of those variations is fine. What I want is for you to be challenging the core. Okay, so the thing that most people will probably notice is that they'll start to lose their integrity on their good mornings as they're working through. Okay, so basically what I mean is like as we fold with the core getting tired, people will do is start to roll forward this way. So make sure we're keeping that core nice and tight, shoulders pulled back as we hit those good mornings, okay? Excuse me. So, same setup as last time, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we will crush another 8 rounds, so 4 for each of these movements. Again, where did you go to landscape? I don't want you on landscape. Here we go. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Sweat's just rolling off of me right now. So I'm going to give myself another quick drink here before we get into this next round. All right. So I'm going to flip my hat around so that I'm not catching the band on the beak for this next set. All right. So 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. 8 rounds, alternating good mornings and V-ups. Here we go. So focus on nice, strong execution here. Try to squeeze those glutes and hamstrings. Keeping lots of tension on the target, so we're focusing on the quality of this movement, not on the quantity of this movement. Again, if we don't have a band, You just put your hands behind your head, hit the same movement. You get a very similar effect. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. V-ups next. So laying down to the floor. Again, if you want to hit crunches, you want to hit sit-ups, something like that instead, it's all good. Choose what's best for your core. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, the focus is on the abs. As we complete this movement, "40 seconds. It's going to feel like a hell of a long time. Especially in the later rounds when the core is already fatigued. All right, that's tough. You can definitely tell this one's going to hurt by the end. So, good morning's next. Again, band, no band, doesn't matter. Just trying to work those glutes and hams. Drive that floor away. Keep that core nice and strong. Get those shoulders set. So we're maintaining a nice solid positioning of the torso. Soften those knees as we fold forward. Try to get yourself parallel to the floor. 10 more seconds. Good work. Back to the core. How are we feeling out there? That's 2 rounds of good mornings. But you rock that second round of V-ups. Here we go. Again, if you need to switch to tuck-ups, that'll be fine. You just gotta choose your heart. You can try to work hard in your workout so you can get results, or you can choose to be lazy and find the rest of your life getting more difficult. All right? The attitude you bring to the gym is the attitude you will bring to everything in your life. It's a perfect representation of how you are likely to be everywhere. So if we're training for sport, you train like a beast, you play like a beast. If you train lazy, you'll play lazy. It's that simple. And it applies to everything in our lives. Provide yourself just a little bit of struggle. And then struggles don't seem so bad. Oh, excuse me. Whoo, doggy. 3 rounds. Good morning's done. So round 3 of our core. I'm going to switch to tuck-ups because those V-ups are getting sloppy. I'd rather have those good quality reps than have crap quality just to make myself look better. Because truth be told, scaling your workout so that it hits the muscles harder is way better than trying to power through something that's clearly too difficult for you that day just to show off. Whew. All right, one more of each. All right, last set of good mornings. Here we go. Whew. Nice work. Last one of the tuck up, be up, crunch, sit up, whatever we're doing for our core. All right, here we go. Whew. Excellent work. All right. How we doing out there? Whew. I feel like I'm seeing stars a little bit. That's good. So, we're going to do one more of these 8-minute protocols. Okay, 40 on, 20 off. We're going to alternate cardio. So again, I'm going to hit the jump rope and see if I can't hold on to some double unders. If not, I'll switch to singles. It's fine as long as I'm keeping the heart rate up and trying to push the body just a little bit. It'll be great. If you don't have a jump rope, you have another machine, you want to use that instead, feel free. Jump on a bike, a rower, maybe you got a treadmill, like whatever. 40 seconds, go hard. Try to keep a relatively high intensity for those 40 seconds. All right, so we want to be working at a high level. Okay, don't phone it in, bring it hard, chase after it. If you don't have machines, you can hit jumping jacks, you can hit jump squats, burpees, high knees, butt kicks, whatever. Just keep the pace high and really work hard for those 40 seconds. The other 40 seconds, I want you to do some form of plank. Okay, so a standard plank from the hands or from the elbows. We want to keep ourselves in a nice straight line. So we're on the hands are right underneath the shoulders. Keep that core nice and tight. We're in a straight line. Okay, so hips aren't up and hips aren't down. We're staying nice and tight, straight line. If you prefer, you can come down to your elbows and hold your plank in that position instead. Okay? So, that's number one. I'm going to try to hold a bear plank. A little bit more challenging for the thighs, and I probably will have to switch this out. I'm not 100% certain if I can hold 40 seconds for this one for the full 8 rounds or not. But we're on the hands, we're on the toes, and the knees are off the floor. So the knees are going to be right underneath the hips, hands are going to be right underneath the shoulders, and we're going to stay in this position right here for 40 seconds, okay? So those are the options. If you need to regress, you can put the knees down for your plank, okay? That'll make it a little bit easier. If you want to do a hollow rock Instead, that's or a hollow hold. So we're laying on our back. We're keeping the core nice and tight. Instead, those are all fine variations. All right, so pick something that's going to be reasonably challenging for you to hit for 40 seconds in combination with a tough 40-second cardio interval. Okay, so we're alternating back and forth cardio, bear plank, plank, or some core variation. All right, we're hitting the core again. I know the core's probably feeling it. Probably doesn't want to do more. That's okay. We want a nice strong core so we can do all of our regular everyday things better. All right. So let's get this clock set up again. All right. 40 seconds. Here we go. Oops. All right, we're going to switch to singles here. Oh, come on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. So the weight of the microphone is actually pulling my shorts down. So I'm going to tighten that back up. All right. Plank variation next. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 40 seconds. So keep that shoulders tight. Keep that core engaged. We got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, it's one of each. See if this round goes a little better than the last. All right, guess not. Seems I don't have double unders left in the tank today. That's okay. We're still working hard. So 10 seconds. We're back to that bear plank, plank variation, hollow rock, hollow hold, whatever. Again, just rock that core. Here we go. Oh. 10 seconds. Try to hold on. Burns. Whew, 3, 2, 1. All right, halfway through this pairing. Back on that cardio. How are we doing up there? 2 more rounds of each, and we're done. Keep that cardio strong. 2, 1. Here we go. All right. Fifteen more seconds. Try to push that pace. Come on. Pick it up. Go hard. And there it is. All right. 2 more planks, 1 more cardio, and we're all done. We're almost there. All right, 3, 2, 1. Planking. Oh, jeez. Oh. 10 seconds. Hold tight. Oh, my legs are on fire. 2, 1. Whew. So it is not my core, it is not my shoulders, it is my legs that are really letting me know how challenging that plank feels right now. All right, final cardio, let's go. Seconds. Keep that pace. Push faster if you can. Let's go. Finish on a high note. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm going to finish with a hollow rock. A little change of pace for me. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Yeah, did not help my legs at all. Okay. Make that core work. Two, 1. All right, there we go. Quick and dirty workout there. Whew, not bad at all. How many calories do you think I got there, guys? I'm actually a little surprised. Did not expect it to be quite so high. So, I hit 763 calories in about 55 minutes there. It's a solid workout. Not upset with that at all. So that covered mostly core, but you got a little bit of upper body in there. We got some lower body. Definitely got some heart rate response. You guys enjoyed that. Come back again next time. On every day at some point, usually between 4 and 6 p.m. my time, to hit a workout. Really depends on how late I wake up and what else is going on that day. Yeah, I'll also be posting the recording to YouTube. So if you are watching this as a replay, please like, subscribe, follow, and stay tuned for more workouts. So we keep working our way through lockdown 3.0 here in Nova Scotia. All right, you guys Enjoy the rest of your night. I will see you on the next one.